Hey traders, today I want to go over CMEG or Capital Market Elite Group. I want to do a review on it because I don't see very many out there. Um, so someone someone asked me to do a review on it, and guys, I'm happy to help. If you have any questions at all, that's why I'm doing these videos, to help you guys out. So let's get into it. First of all, check out this shirt. Day Trader. My wife got it for me. Absolutely love it. Been wearing it for a week straight. I'm just kidding about that. But today's the first day I was wearing it, and I was actually red on the day, and then I came into the market a little bit later on, and NSYS was moving, and so I scalped that for about $100. I got in at 511 and got out at like 521 or 2 on average, and now the thing's at like 715, and it hit a high of 934 in after hours. But let's get into CMEG. I will say I opened up this brokerage firm in early June, and before that I was with Thinkorswim for a few years. And Thinkorswim I absolutely love. I think it's a very robust platform, and I still use it along with CMEG. Now, the whole reason I moved all my money over to CMEG was to get out of the PDT rule. The PDT rule was nice and all when I was premature into trading, but at a certain point you want to be able to maximize on your positions each and every day. And so since then, I've been trading with upwards of around 10,000 plus shares a day, as you see over in the left hand corner over here. Today was a slow day. I only traded 8,400 shares. But it really puts the control in your hands versus the SEC. So the SEC says you can only trade 3 times a week. And I got flagged several times. It was getting a little too much. If you're more comfortable staying at a brokerage in the United States, I suggest being on a cash account. Cash accounts, when I started trading, actually had a T+2 rule, which is trading day plus 2. So once you trade, it takes the day plus 2 to process your funds and get them back to you. So if you trade on Monday, you won't get your money back till Thursday. But now it's just T+1 for a cash account. So if you trade on Monday, you get them back Wednesday. So what I was doing for a while with Thinkorswim is I would trade half my funds on Monday, then half of them on Tuesday. And the ones I traded on Monday, I get back Wednesday. So that allows me to trade at least once a day. Some people also prefer cash accounts so they're not tempted by the leverage. Because right now I do have 6-to-1 leverage on my account. I don't really use the leverage though. I just trade with what I'm comfortable with, which is right around 1,000 shares. Actually about 999, and I'll get into that. Capital Market Elite Group actually has it so where if you trade under 1,000 shares, your commissions are only $2.95, which is amazing. If you take a look down here at my level 2, you'll see the share size right here is 998, and that's the default that I've set in here. So if I press TMP, which is template, I set the template to 998 shares because under 1,000 is $2.95 a trade, and 1,000 or over is 0.007 cents a share. Which means if I had 1,000 shares listed here instead of $9.98 or $9.99, I would be charged $7 a trade, and that would be $14 round trip. But right now with $9.98 or $9.99, I'll be trading $2.95 times 2, so about $6 round trip. So by using one less share, I can save $8 a round trip. I know I'm a penny pincher, guys, but I can go get a Big Mac every day for that. So because I've been using TD for a few years and I've only been using CMEG for a couple months, I'm going to be doing kind of pros and cons between the two. Let's get into some of the frequently asked questions though. So they have several emails that you can email here for general support, live account inquiries, or just new account application questions. Okay, so if you live in the US, can I open an account? You can, as long as they don't solicit you. Now that's a legality thing. The brokerage has to say that if they're outside of the United States, they can't solicit people who are citizens of the United States. Would I be subject to the PDT rule? No, and that's the big plus. What do I have to do to open an account? To open an account, you're required to submit 2 forms of photo ID. So I submitted passport and driver's license, 1 document of proof of address. So I sent in a bill for that, like an electric bill, and then a document to represent proof of income. I sent 6 months of bank statements to them. That was sufficient. What's the difference between standard and active trader? You'll want to do the active trader for this, guys. That's for day trading. Completed the online application. How long will it take to get approved? Now this says 3 to 5 days. I believe it was somewhere in there, 3 or 4 days. It felt like an eternity though, honestly. When I sign up for the platform, will I get access to a demo? Yes, you will. You'll get access to a demo account. If you look in the top left corner here with account, I'm not going to extend this out, but CME is your live account. TRC is your simulator account. And in the level 2 box, there's a disclosed triangle which allows you access to your CME account or the TRC account. So you know which one's your trading account and which one's your live account. The first day I opened the account, I somehow accidentally got onto the TRC simulator account. I made a trade, and then I had set up a hotkey for my live account. I kept pressing it and it wasn't taking me out. So I saw my unrealized gains just tanking, and I was pressing sell, 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 sell. I couldn't get out. My sell button was for my live account, but I somehow entered it into the trading account, I guess in the level 2 monitor. I called CMEG, which their number is listed on this FAQ sheet, and they got to me right away. They answered my question. They said, send a screenshot over. We'll get that taken care of right away. And come to find out, and they ended up telling me there was no positions open. So I was really flabbergasted by that. I was looking at my unrealized gains just going down. I'm like, well, it looks to me like I'm losing money. But then, of course, I found out, oh, okay, it's TRC unrealized, not CME unrealized. So there's a difference there. Just know the difference. Okay, let's continue down. Next page. The username and password they'll send to you over in an email. When will I receive access? They're going to activate your accounts once your funds are transferred and processed. Next page. All right, what are the main charges for the active trading account? So subscription based, it includes a monthly subscription of $115 for software access and $35 for market data. They're not prorated. The $35 you're going to get charged at the end of every month. The $115 that can be negated if you are spending $650 or more on commissions a month. Now, with most people, that's not going to be a problem at all. And for the first month, that wasn't a problem for me, but I was over trading. This month, I actually just paid the $115 yesterday, I believe, plus the $35, so about $150. And that's if you pay $650 or less, you're going to have to pay the $115 in software fees. Now, it might seem like a lot, but it's really not. I mean, that's all you're paying for outside of the $2.95 or 0.007 cents per share on your commissions. You're going to really save money in the long term if you're using a broker that's charging you $5 a trade or $7 a trade, or like a couple years ago, it was actually $10 a trade with E-Trade and TD. But nowadays, it's just the $5 a trade with most of them. But CMEG is $2.95 for less than $1,000, and so I'm just trying to stick around 999 shares right now. That's what I'm sticking with. So if we go down here, it says it's going to be charged the last day of the calendar month. What if I don't want to start trading immediately? You can request your account to be suspended, so you don't get platform fees. Now let me go into some of the other platform fees that you can get. This is one thing I don't like about CMEG. If you want headline news or if you want the body of the news, you're going to have to pay extra for that. Whereas with TD on the Thinkorswim platform, the headline and the body of the news you get for free. That's why I use the two in tandem with one another, because there's some things I like about CMEG, there's some things I like about Thinkorswim. The one thing I also like with TD is the charting. So I stay with that every day. I use TD for the charting, for the daily chart, for the intraday chart, for its indicators. For CMEG, I like their level 2 montage. I like how the colors are coordinated in this way versus with TD, they're all blue. With CMEG, I'm able to really differentiate between the top bid and top ask versus the second top bid, the top ask, and the third and the fourth, because they're coordinated in a way. So where it's yellow, green, blue, red, I really like the color coordination with that versus TD. It's just all different shades of blue. I don't really understand that, and I haven't seen a way to customize that with TD either. Okay, what leverage is available to traders? $500 or less, 1-to-1. 500 to 2,500 is 4-to-1, and 2,500 and over is 6-to-1. I'm on the 6-to-1 leverage. I really don't use the leverage at all. If you're trying to fund a small account, I do suggest making sure you at least have 4-to-1 leverage. So if you fund in $560 or $70 and account for the wiring fees, you'd start your account with a little over $500 and you'd have 4-to-1 leverage, so that wouldn't be bad. How do you define an active day trader? Active trader trades with volume of 750,000 shares per month. I don't do that, guys. I don't think I trade 750,000 shares a month. I'm not trading at that size yet. I'm probably trading somewhere around half of that, 300,000 to 400,000. But I haven't had a problem. I'm on the active trader account and haven't had any questions raised about that. What are your commissions? So currently our commissions $2.95 for orders of 1,000 or less. 1,001 and over is 0.007. Now, I tried to clarify this with them. I said, okay, what about 1,000 shares? They said 1,000 shares is 0.007. So I guess there was a typo in this because 1,000 shares versus 1,001 is no different. What's the percentage of margin interest on overnight trades? I don't really overnight, although tonight I should have on NSYS. Do you use Interactive Brokers as your clearing firm? Yes, Interactive Brokers is currently one of our clearing firms. Do you use Interactive Brokers as your clearing firm? Yes, IB is currently one of our clearing firms. This made me very comfortable because, of course, IB is located in the United States. Is there a number of trades I can make to waive my platform fee? Yes, $650 or more. The minimum amount to open an active trader, $500. Are your ECN fees comparable to other clearing firms? Yes, not much different. Now, first when I opened up my account, I was having ECN fees. As you can see here, like today, I had absolutely zero ECN fees. But earlier when I was trading last month, I had ECN fees. But on my market and limit orders, I haven't had ECN fees in over a month. I don't know what happened. If any of you guys have an idea, let me know. Okay, what are your maintenance margin requirements? Stocks priced at $4 require 16%. Under $2, 100% margin. Can I fund my account in any currency? They only accept United States dollars. How do I withdraw my funds? Okay, you're going to go to your account management portal under resources. That'll take 3 days. I haven't withdrawn any funds yet, so that's the only question up in the air. And then besides that, CMEG has been very, very good. I currently use DOS Trader as Traders Elite Pro comparable to DOS. Yep. Does your platform allow the following? Risk management, limitation of additional orders. Yep. Okay, how do I trade in my simulator account? In the montage, there's a drop down to the bottom right. Okay, so yeah, there you can switch between CMEG and your simulator account. Is there a way to check shortable stocks? Yep. This is one thing I also like about CMEG versus TD. With CMEG, similar to some other brokerage firms, on the software there's a little S next to the stock symbol, so you can click on that and it'll let you know how many shares are shortable. It'll also let you know if SSR is activated on a stock, short sale restriction, which means you can't hit the bid. You'll have to place your short on a limit order. Now with TD, the stock said ETB, easy to borrow, HTB, hard to borrow, or NTB, not available to borrow. And most of the stocks were not available to borrow or hard to borrow. So it was very hard to find ETB stocks on Thinkorswim. Already with CMEG, nearly every day, at least one or two of the hot stocks are shortable, which I've been very excited about. To CMEG, wind up shares at market close. They'll notify you 10 minutes beforehand if you need to liquidate a position, if you're in breach. Does CMEG issue a list of restricted stocks? They don't. And CMEG is not responsible for any of your losses due to platform errors. I haven't had any. Also, I've been trading on a Mac with CMEG. CMEG really is only for Windows, but I downloaded Crossover. Crossover you can download online. You can get it for like $25 or $30, and it's worked really flawlessly. I've really enjoyed Crossover. CMEG has worked great on it. How can I access a record of my trade history in the report section on the account management page? How can I reach CMEG in a trade emergency? They have an email here. They have phone numbers here as well. I have emailed them, and it's taken about a day or so, not really longer than a day to get back to me. So that's been okay. Obviously, TD is going to supersede them as far as customer service goes. TD always gets back to me within a few minutes. They've been really superb as far as customer service goes. There's phone numbers listed here with CMEG as well. I have called, obviously, and used international minutes for my paper trade that I lost money on. But they were really nice on the phone as well. That's my review on CMEG. I hope it helps you guys. If you have any questions at all, just leave them in the comment section. I'm here for you, and I'll get back to them as soon as I can.